Black iko deep, Blakblad. It's very deep. So you don't expect me to just stand there and watch what they are doing for us. Na sisi, we don't retaliate. KRU can do better.
It was nice, though the results didn't go the way we expected. Imesha 26-16. We just put our heads high. The league is still on. We still have 4 more games to play, and we are eyeing a home quarter final. So we have to win the rest of the games. We have Daystar, we have Kisumu away, we have Impala here at home, and one more game which I've forgotten. The plan is to control the moving forward because that wasn't a good show. But you know, there comes a time where the emotions are high. When you're almost winning the game or almost losing the game and you feel like the referee is kind of unfair, you know, to the fan, if the referee makes any call, whether it's right or wrong, there'll always be an uproar. So we just learn how to manage the fans. I have a podcast called Rugby where I tell rugby stories as a players, different players, kila mtu anakuja napiga story yake. Basically that, hizo zingine tu mtajua mbele. Acha tunaambia vitu za rugby. Blakblad and Rugby, you can support us by purchasing our merchandise. Blakblad tuko na merchandise, they go for 1,200. Una order through site yetu, unaweza to follow Blakblad on Instagram, X, TikTok. Rugby pia, you follow us, you watch our podcast. We also have a Rugby jersey which goes for 2,500. Pia iko in black, white and red. Same to Blakblad, black, maroon na white.
We have a different functional way of doing things. At the end of the day, I might be the head coach, but we have a head physio. But every department has its head that has to come and account to me. My manager has to do with all the other different things on how to get player welfare, water, all that thing. So it's a broad question that you've asked, but I can just give you that vague answer. It's a good win for the club. For us, like I said, for me it feels like a loss. I take this as a loss because we have high standards. We have a lot of targets and everything, and we are going to the later stage of the competition where every point matters. And for me, I don't work on the score. I work on the process. The process is how do we play under certain circumstances? How do we build from point A to point B? Is this what we worked on? Is this what we talked about? But today I don't feel like we did that. I don't even think like we picked up our hand to say we want to play, and then it's mostly our senior players. Every time we come here, we are put under pressure by the fans, hostile fans, you know, guys running onto the field, intimidating players. And I told them those are external factors. Let's not get them into our heads, but we allowed them to get into our heads. And also I told them, look, it is quite something that everybody knows. Playing away is very difficult. But I mean, coming here for us is like a kryptonite, Cindy. We never play well. I don't know whether we fear the crowd or we fear but at the end of the day, blood always comes for the jugular with us, and they always pull all the stops. And let me tell you, I'm really impressed and I'm proud of the way they're doing. It also gives us a good wake-up call. Need to just go back to the basics. Let us not play into their hands, and what they want is for us to go confrontational with them. And look, they've got a player number 16, which was the crowd behind them. So we don't have. So that's where we got beaten by these guys because we played straight into their hands. We didn't play according to the plan. We didn't enjoy the game. We're scraping for 5 points. That's nothing. That's not part of our culture. That's not part of who we are. It's really disappointing, to be honest. Yeah. Look, we've got a very good development program back home in Kakamega. We develop from schools. I don't think it's something that we usually do where we go and scope out players from varsity. One, it's because of our training regime and their programs. So basically, the students have a lifespan of, let's say, degrees, 3 or 4 years. By the time they get to us, they're around 23, 24. So that's no longer development. And then they miss out on a lot of fundamentals that we work on a lot in the development stage. And also, I think also what happens that we've seen in the past is that guys come from big towns like Nairobi with a lot of expectations, and it's not something that works very well for us. And then also, culturally, we are very different towards city towns or city places. So preferably, we rather go for young guys from high school. We groom them ourselves. They understand our culture, they understand our way, and then we do not have to start focusing on people's attitudes or different needs that we are from the West. They come from Nairobi. Life is different. Now they feel a bit outside. So we have a different approach in our development. We would rather develop our players ourselves from the West. We've got lots of schools. So it is not a realistic thing to leave how many counties to get here to look for players. Before we get to Nairobi, I think we passed 3, 4, 5 counties. It doesn't make sense. Since we started occupying the top spot, our traveling has become less and less, which is quite good and quite healthy for us. But you can feel the break that was. We had a break of about 3 weeks. You can see a lot of, what do you call this, knock-ons, errors. We didn't have a game for more than 3 weeks. And I think for guys that we have, it's quite a difficult scenario that we find ourselves when we don't play for more than 3 games. So for us, we just go. It's back to reality. Guys, just get a break for Monday because we'll be traveling on Sunday. Tuesday, we're back at work, video analysis, and then we take work-ons from that video analysis. And then in the afternoon, we start polishing up on those work-ons that we talked about. And then we get ready for the next week. We've got a home game, so our practice is a bit stretched because there's no traveling. So we just continue to train and hope that we can bounce back from this. We've got a very good fan base. Come from different corners of this country. I just want to encourage them to continue supporting the players. I know they've done a magnificent job of continuously being there for us, and they've never looked down on the players, let alone us. They're always there. And I just call upon them to continue supporting us, and then we've got less than 4 games left. So their support right now is really, really needed, and we'll really appreciate it, and we thank them. We really thank them. We thank our sponsor, who's always been there for us. I know, look, a lot of teams give a lot of walkovers because of financial aid that is not there. Fortunately for us, we don't have that. We've got a very proud sponsor. We've got a very hands-on sponsor that always wants to know the needs and the wants of the players, player welfare. So we are really, really appreciative of the sponsor, and we really thank Kabras Sugar, Tej Rai and the family for everything they are doing for us, and we'll continue trying to make them proud of the way we play, and we put the brand above everything.
I think we're going to work on our scrums. It has really costed us the game, and also our arrival on the racks. We are just focusing on the next game, so we'll go through how this has been. We do our reviews, and then we focus on the next game, which is a different opponent. For us, maybe support through maybe kits, playing kits, maybe food after game. Also, if we can be able to get equipments like balls, tackle bags, sausage bags, we really appreciate that. Personally, I think together with the team, we are so humbled to have such a huge fan base. We have such a large following, and we continue to mingle and continue to pull in more fans. And we hope that we entertain them every other time that we step on that ground. And we hope we use our rugby to impact the world more.
Yeah.